headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brux night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Welcome to the New You Salon, the place where you'll discover your true self. We're here to ignite your confidence, enhance your beauty, and infuse your life with happiness. Our services range from hair transformations, dazzling nails, men's haircuts, and luscious lashes, and so much more. It's time to create a bold new you. Ready to begin this exciting journey? Book now at 725-666-4882. Let's craft your new look together. 725-666-4882.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Eunette Gentry. It is Wednesday, January 18th. Thank you for tuning in to KPVM News, and you can stream us on KPVM.TV. In our top story, a tow truck driver is shot and killed earlier this morning on Highway 95 in the area of Goldfield, causing a road closure on 95. News 25 speaks with Sheriff Joe McGill for those details.
I'm Sheriff Joe McGill. Today, on January 18th at about 3 a.m., reports of shots fired in the area of Goldfield was received by the Esmeralda County Sheriff's Office. Esmeralda County contacted Nye County for assistance based on the fact that we are the county next door to Esmeralda. Esmeralda County has few deputies, and it is not uncommon that we assist in the Esmeralda County area. Deputies from Esmeralda County, deputies from Nye County in Tonopah, and deputies from Pahrump responded to the area. At approximately 4 in the morning, an individual was located on the side of the highway on US 95, mile marker 23, and that individual was found to be deceased. There was a second individual who gave the initial phone call to Esmeralda County of the shots being fired, and that individual had minor injuries. Through investigation, it was found that the subject who was deceased was a tow truck driver and was shot by an unknown suspect who fled the area on foot carrying a rifle. It was also reported that the individual may have other firearms. Further, additional deputies responded to the area, and after several hours, with the highway being closed for public safety, at approximately 10:45 this morning, the suspect was located and was taken into custody without any further incident. This investigation is being handled by the Nevada Division of Investigations and the Esmeralda County Sheriff's Office. Thank you.
And a single vehicle crash occurs this morning with the driver hitting several fences on private property. Anthony Roberts reports.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
At approximately 9:30 this morning, a single vehicle accident occurred on West Charleston Park, east of Murphy Street. According to witnesses, a Mercury Grand Marquis traveling westbound on Charleston Park left the roadway, running through a fence traveling through the property owner's front yard, and then exiting that property and hitting the neighbor's fence. The vehicle then crossed the roadway and ran through a fence located on the other side of the road where the vehicle came to rest. The driver of the vehicle refused medical treatment. According to deputies at the scene, the cause of the accident is still unclear. Nye County Sheriff's Office as well as Prompt Fire and Rescue were on scene and directing traffic around the crash site.
And please be careful out there on the roadways. We have another single vehicle accident to tell you about. This one, a rollover this afternoon.
At approximately 12:30 today, a single vehicle accident occurred on Pahrump Valley Boulevard, south of Calvada. Upon arrivals, deputies found a gold-colored Toyota sedan on the side of the road, tipped on its side. According to eyewitnesses, the Toyota was traveling northbound on Pahrump Valley Boulevard when the vehicle drifted off the road, hitting a patch of dirt. The driver then lost control of the vehicle, causing it to go into a spin across the roadway. The Toyota then hit a patch of soft dirt, causing it to tip onto its side. The driver of the vehicle was transported to Desert View Hospital due to the injuries she sustained in the accident. Nye County Sheriff's Office as well as Prompt Fire and Rescue were on the scene. Traffic was being diverted around the crash scene during the investigation.
Turning now to international news, an Israeli airstrike results in the death of 16 people in Gaza. And Prime Minister Netanyahu voices his opinion on a post-war Palestinian state. RJ Camacho has this story.
Another Israeli strike has resulted in the death of 16 people, half of which were children in the southern Gaza town of Rafah, which borders with Egypt. This was confirmed by Dr. Talat Baroum of the Rafah El Najjar Hospital. This is also one of the main sites that those who fled from northern Gaza retreated to after being told to do so by Israel. It was confirmed by Qatar that the medicine had entered Gaza late January 17th. However, there is yet to be any word on whether or not it has reached the hostages. Meanwhile, many have been concerned about the war expanding as of late due to the US and British strike against the Iran-backed Houthi rebels that occurred on January 12. Since then, the militant group has attacked a US-owned ship that was in the Gulf of Aden via a bomb-carrying drone on January 17th. Today, on January 18th, the U.S. retaliated against the strike from the Houthi militant group by firing a wave of ship and submarine-launched missile strikes against Houthi-controlled sites. However, Houthi isn't the only militant group that's raising concerns of an expansion of the war. Hezbollah and Israel continue to fight around the Israeli-Lebanon border, even if it is reported to be low-intensity fighting. Iran, who has been a staunch supporter of Hamas, has also been reported to launch a series of missile attacks targeting what they said was an Israeli spy base in Iraq, as well as militant bases in Syria and Pakistan. However, the strikes in Syria and Pakistan have not been confirmed as to whether or not they are related to the Israel-Hamas war. Lastly, the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has reportedly told the United States that he opposes establishing a Palestinian state in any post-war scenario during a news conference. Netanyahu went on to state that, in any future arrangement, Israel needs security control over all territory west of the Jordan. This collides with the idea of sovereignty. What can you do? The Prime Minister needs to be capable of saying no to our friends. This has further shown the division between the U.S. and Israel. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Vice President Kamala Harris have voiced their opinions that the war must result in a Palestinian established state after the war, and that no nation can claim control over Palestinian territory.
And NCSO officers make a curious appearance at the Pahrump Taco Bell Tuesday evening, leaving many local residents concerned about activity there.
On January 16th, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to Taco Bell in reference to possible drug activity. The reporting party had believed that the male subject, who was driving a white Chevy Tahoe, was dealing drugs in the parking lot to a female subject. The male was later identified as John Ming, and the female was later identified as Kama Morris. We spoke to Sheriff Joe McGill regarding the incident.
Deputies responded and made contact with the two subjects. As a result of the contact, they were able to identify that the suspects had in their possession multiple loaded heroin syringes, and several other items of narcotics and narcotics paraphernalia.
According to the declaration of arrest, Kama Morris was found to have two types of prescription medication identified as buprenorphine hydrochloride and morphine sulfate, which are both pain medication opioids. Additionally, officers allegedly located 0.2 grams of methamphetamine, 27 grams of heroin, as well as 9 heroin-loaded hypodermic syringes. John Ming was allegedly found to have a burnt foil and spoon, typically used to cook illegal narcotics, 1 gram of methamphetamine, a loaded .44 Magnum revolver, a scale used to weigh illegal narcotics, and other drug paraphernalia were also allegedly located on Ming's person. According to the declaration of arrest, officers also discovered prescription medication that was identified hydrocodone. The owner of the hydrocodone and revolver stated that John Ming allegedly did not have permission to possess either of them.
Morris and Ming were both arrested for multiple charges for possession of a controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia, and Ming was also charged with prohibited person in possession of a firearm.
Health, national, and local news, all that and more when News 25 returns.
At Lerner & Rowe, we've recovered billions of dollars for over 150,000 clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone.
We're getting more money for more people, period. Results matter.
Call 877-1500.
Welcome to Gold Standard X, your reliable partner for gold and silver asset diversification. We offer alternatives with precious metals, rare coins, and sets to combat uncertainty. Call 1-800-265-1246 or visit goldstandardx.com.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie. On the road again. To Johnny.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
To Patsy.
Crazy.
To Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
Not sure where to turn to answer all your Medicare questions? Well, visit the Medicare Resource Center. In fact, you'll get a complimentary pie for every plan review we do. No obligation at all. Just come and visit us at the Medicare Resource Centers. Our friendly agents will be here to help you and answer all of your questions. Don't forget, we're local. We know our local market, we know the local doctors, we know the local plans.
What's something you should know about Valley Electric Association? We're focused on our community right here in Pahrump. We're a member-owned co-op that's doing big things, like providing more opportunities for the people who call our town home. We're talking about more jobs in our neighborhoods, where they belong, and that's how we make a stronger Pahrump. In other words, together, we're doing powerful things. Visit us at vea.coop to learn more.
How do you find the right attorney? Do the math. An attorney with no experience? No way! They have experience but no results? Not good. Now, if you have experience and results, that's Lerner & Rowe.
Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump's United Rentals. From home to job site, they have all your equipment needs. Call 775-990-4260.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, U.S. Senator Jackie Rosen speaks with physicians and a journalist today in regards to the effects that overturning Roe v. Wade has on both the medical field and women.
Next week would have been the 51st anniversary of Roe v. Wade decision, which protected a woman's right, of course, to make her own health care decisions. But sadly, almost 2 years ago, the U.S. Supreme Court took away that right and opened the floodgates of anti-choice attacks on reproductive freedoms.
Today on January 18th, Senator Jackie Rosen spoke on the state of abortion rights here in the U.S. during a Senate briefing. During the briefing, she had 3 different people she spoke to in regards to the effects overturning Roe v. Wade has had on women's reproductive care. The first person she spoke to was Dr. Serena Floyd, who is the chief medical officer at Planned Parenthood of Metropolitan Washington, D.C. Jackie Rosen asked about the burden women face when they have to travel from home in order to get an abortion. Floyd decided to respond with a personal story she herself experienced with a patient.
This patient was a patient who was experiencing homelessness in Louisiana and somehow was able to navigate connecting with an abortion fund and with individuals who could assist her with the logistics of being able to get here to D.C. To get the abortion that she needed. When I was finished with her procedure, she gave me a big hug with tears in her eyes and said, "I cannot thank you enough for being here. Thank you so much for doing this for me. I am in a situation right now where I don't have a place to live. And the thought of me bringing a child into this world and going back to that situation is unimaginable. So thank you."
Jackie Rosen then moved on to Dr. Austin Denard, who is a doctor from Texas. Dr. Denard has personally and professionally been impacted by abortion restrictions. Jackie Rosen asks what would have happened to her should there have been a nationwide abortion ban.
I would have been forced to remain pregnant and deliver a baby that was either had already passed away in my womb or would have suffocated in my arms. That would have been the only choice for me. And as long as I was on Texas soil, that was the only choice. It really does feel like pregnancy in Texas, women don't own the pregnancy. The state owns the pregnancy.
Jackie Rosen's final question was to Jessica Valentin, an author and founder of a daily reproductive rights newsletter, regarding the prosecution of doctors practicing abortion, specifically OBGYNs.
Any doctor who might need to perform an abortion, for those that stay in anti-choice states, they are quite literally taking their freedom in their hands, every decision that they make with a patient, and that is no way to practice medicine. We've seen the impact of that in terms of delays, fears if you perform an abortion, if you give a certain kind of care, that you could be prosecuted. We're not just talking about the prosecution of doctors too, and I know we all know that, but I just want to mention it as well. We just saw a case in Ohio, Brittany Watts, a woman who was denied care, denied a miscarriage treatment at a religious institution, went home to have her miscarriage, and then was arrested for abuse of a corpse. Right. And that's the future I think that we can expect to see for all Americans if a national ban was to pass. It's not just about doctors going to jail, it's about anyone.
Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo says he will caucus for Donald Trump on February 8th. News 25 reporter David Preston has this story.
Republican Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo plans to caucus for former President Donald J. Trump in February, according to a spokesperson for the governor who confirmed. "We need President Trump's decisive leadership back in Washington, D.C., Lombardo said in a statement to a Las Vegas news agency. President Trump oversaw record economic success, implemented strong foreign policy, and ensured our law enforcement officers are treated with respect they deserve." The governor first confirmed his plans to caucus for Trump in an interview with the Nevada Independent. He will also cast a vote for none of these candidates in the presidential preference primary. Donald J. Trump endorsed Lombardo's run for governor in the 2022 Republican primary. The Nevada GOP will hold its own caucus in addition to the state-administered primary. Under the rules set by the Nevada GOP, candidates cannot run in both the caucus and primary, and only those competing in the caucus will receive the state's delegates at the Republican National Convention. That means Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who opt for the caucus, do not appear on the primary ballot. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley chose to run in the primary, as did former Vice President Mike Pence and U.S. Senator Tim Scott, both of whom suspended their campaigns. Their names appear on the primary ballot, but they will not be candidates in the caucus. The Nevada primary is scheduled for Tuesday, February 6th, followed by the GOP caucus 2 days later on Thursday, February 8th.
All right, don't grab that remote. When we return, we're telling you about a warm and fuzzy place that's the heart of VEA. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're going through a divorce, dealing with custody or child support issues, or any other family matters, give us a call today at 775-727-9900. We have a team dedicated to protecting your interests and defending your rights. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and have received Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years. We're conveniently located to meet and provide you with a free consultation on your legal matter. So give us a call today. Again, 727-9900.
It's 2024 and it's time to start something new. At Saida Trudeau, we are having a Start Something New sales event all month long. You can save thousands on all leftover new 2023s and every new 2024 in stock. I'm talking about every new Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500. Every brand new Chrysler Pacifica and 300. You can save big on all new 2023 Jeep Wrangler 4xEs. Every new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, Jeep Compass, and every brand new 2024 Wagoneer. We have Nye County's largest inventory, but if you don't see what you are looking for, let us find the right one for you. At Saida Trudeau, we don't use bait and switch tactic. We treat you like a friend and a neighbor. Come and see the difference for yourself with the Start Something New sales event going on now at Saida Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
We want only to be the best.
Welcome to Carmelo's Bistro. I'm Leo Blundo, and this is my beautiful wife, Melissa. We welcome you to enjoy a taste of home-cooked Italian cuisine.
Here at Carmelo's, we treat you like family, making you feel right at home.
From pizza to pasta, baked ziti, chicken parms, calzones, and more, we hit all of your Italian food cravings. Call 775-751-1660 for reservations or takeout to enjoy a little taste of Italy in the comfort of your own home.
We'll see you for dinner.
Pahrump has a new fitness club, Living Free Gym, conveniently located in the middle of Pahrump at 301 Oxbow Avenue. Super simple plans with amazing value. No contracts or add-on fees. We have a full complement of cardio, strength training, and functional training equipment to get you in shape or take you to the next level. Looking for a professional, clean, and friendly club atmosphere? Then Living Free Gym is for you. Open Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Join Living Free Gym today, 775-505-3877.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, at Valley Electric Association, the heart of the cooperative rests in the Member Services Department. And as Heather Rates explains, the main lobby is where Valley employees see familiar, friendly faces who often just stop by to say hello. After all, being a friend and neighbor is what Valley Electric is all about. So let's head inside and see the team that's turning questions into conversations and members into friends.
I don't know how many people remember this or not, but the TV show Cheers, you know, when Norm would come in and everybody, there's several members that when they come in, it's almost that type of a feeling. So, and it feels good on both sides.
Oh, you bought all the butterball jerky.
Who spends $100 at the dollar store?
Marty. I think a lot of the folks just like to come down. They want to get out of the house and they want to come in and say hi. We have a lot of people of all sorts of ages that just really do like to come in and say hi. How's it? You know, I got a question. Let me ask this. Do you know? You know, we tease sometimes that we are also 411 of Pahrump because we get questions in regards to, you know, do you know where the water company is? Where's DMV? You know, that type of stuff, especially for the newcomers coming into Pahrump. But yeah, I just think a lot of it at the end of the day, especially like I said with our older clientele, they just want somewhere to go and come in and say hi and something to do.
Now here's Mikey Ruhan with your weekend road trip tip, along with information on how you can pick out a name for a newborn alpaca.
Looking to get away this weekend and name a newborn alpaca? Well, you're in luck, because Nature Health Farms right here in the Paradise of Pahrump just had a new alpaca on January 14th, 2024, located at 351 Benark Road. You could submit your newborn alpaca name idea on Facebook at Nature Health Farms and join us this Saturday at noon for the naming of the alpaca ceremony. If your name gets chosen, Nature Health Farms will give you a free balloon ride for two, courtesy of Vegas Balloon Rides, and a family pass to Nature Health Farms private tour. Also, you'll go down in history for choosing the name of the newest addition to the Little Red Barn Chapel. And of course, you'll be featured on KPVM News 25.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside at the snow-capped mountains and scattered clouds in the sky, but that temperature is gorgeous out there along with the weather. A closer look after the break.
Welcome to Gold Standard X, your reliable partner for gold and silver asset diversification. We offer alternatives with precious metals, rare coins, and sets to combat uncertainty. Call 1-800-265-1246 or visit goldstandardx.com.
Thank you, Pahrump, for once again voting the Auto Plaza #1 in vehicle sales and service. Now 5 years in a row. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving the community now for 18 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the road, or visit PahrumpCars.com.
What's something you should know about Valley Electric Association? We're focused on our community right here in Pahrump. We're a member-owned co-op that's doing big things, like providing more opportunities for the people who call our town home. We're talking about more jobs in our neighborhoods, where they belong, and that's how we make a stronger Pahrump. In other words, together, we're doing powerful things. Visit us at vea.coop to learn more.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm Mike Ruhan from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming worldwide at KPVM.TV. Let's take a look at the weather map. Fernley and Fallon, weather twins, 50 degrees. And we got two more sets of weather twins, Carson City and Tonopah, sitting at 48. 50 in Goldfield, Beatty, 64. Amargosa, 66. Las Vegas, 59. And out in Death Valley, 73 degrees. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature is 57 degrees. It was 64 just a little while ago. Winds out of the east at 2 miles per hour. Humidity was 37%. The sun rose at 6:53. It's set this evening already at 4:55. As we go down to 40 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Humidity up to 57%. Smells like clouds. And rain. 65 degrees tomorrow, cloudy. 61 on Saturday, then 57 with your 24% chance of rain on Sunday. 76% chance on Monday. And on Tuesday, 24% chance. Then it gets dry on Wednesday, and we go back up to the high 60s. So it's going to be a wet weekend. So prepare yourself. Back to the desk. Here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Mikey. Good to see you on weather, filling in for Rory. And that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
Attention brave Marines, families, and dedicated contractors who served at Camp Lejeune from August 1953 to December 1987. For over 3 decades, you stood strong on those grounds. But unknowingly,